is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
180. Tiger. What's that?
Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Lions the first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Super 1. 180. Let him go.
From the red zone on 1st. Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense to the line fast.
10 more yards. Complete to Jamison Williams.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now here's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down. Here's Baker. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Baker to throw. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
76.
From the gun, Goff. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Wait, 5. 5. 12. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Hey, 76. 70. We're good. We're good. Hey, Turbo.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Listen. 1-8. Shell. 76. Tell him. Merlin.
Goff on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Lions first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
He's going to throw again. Goff buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan, as a defensive coordinator. I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Goff. On the move, headed right. And he falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Hits him on the out route. It's a short pickup to the 20. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Here's Baker. That one's good to Godwin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense in the hurry-up here.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Baker now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Get ready.
We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
180.
Shotgun snap here to go. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Tiger.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hold on.
1st down throw from Goff. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Through the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
DC. Tonight. 20.
Looking to throw. Goff. Complete left side. It's to Slav. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a second quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down looking to throw. Mayfield. This is a heater going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Mayfield to throw for it. This is good. Down the sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. Working inside the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. He'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defense.
Space on the right, and he's got room. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, put some heat on this. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st down throw here. Mayfield. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kings! 180! Keep moving, boys, moving! That's up!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Lions have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
180!
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. He's got it deep downfield. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Now the Lions calling the timeouts. They're first. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, call. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Tackle is made by the rookie out of Notre Dame, Benjamin Morrison. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Second down now. They need 7.
Whirling! We go tonight! 120! Super! What's up?
He'll throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So 2nd down coming up.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
A good time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
180!
Baker now from the gun. Throw is caught by a man. He's in the clear. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
to number 13, Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Run. That's up!
From the gun, Mayfield. Right side, this is Ibuka. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
First down and 10.
Irving on the counter. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down throw from Goff. This one's caught. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. They're set up at the 35 now.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, kill. 5.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. He has room past the 25. Here he goes again. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-point lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. Up. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Terry on Arnold has it. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Hey, let's go. Hard ball. Hey, lift. We're good. 17.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, here's Baker. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, Mayfield the pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 16 yards.
From the red zone now. And that throw just too high for him. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it's going to be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate?
The Lions take
Just
over
run the
1st and 10.
Run it.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
What? Hey, 5. Yep. Hey, 20. 2.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180. 14. 14. 17. 17. 17. We go. 76.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Goes to the hurry up here.
And the Lions
Goff on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Louis.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Come on. What's that?
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He's still going at the 30. There he goes again. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Buccaneers 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. This, our last play of the quarter. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. And it's the Bucs who are going to have the football. This game has been an absolute nightmare for them. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Mayfield will look to throw. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's got it to his running back. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Buccaneers first and goal.
Baker throwing again. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. That is Lewisine. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Listen. Hold on. Check.
Out of the shotgun, gone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. And we put everything he's got behind it. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Obama. Ric Flair. Harbaugh.
Goff on 3rd. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And And for somebody who's been kicked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions.
Tampa Bay.
It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game.
Buccaneers 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Value 3, value 3. We go tonight. 180. Hey, 76. What's up?
From the gun, Goff. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff to the air now. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey,
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
We go tonight. 180. Hey, Shell. What's that?
Looking to throw, Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Lions first down.
120.
First and 10 at the 28.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Working quickly here.
Jameson Williams. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Gonna throw again. Goff.
19-yard line.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
14.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions getting closer to a 7-0 start. Well, we all know Dan Campbell not afraid of any risk. He had that call in right away. They're going for it. On 4th down, Goff. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him in this contest. I'm just not sure. how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
For a Lions first down.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop, Bronk, but the celebration begins. That gets him the first and wins them this ball game.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He just throws this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
76. 5.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Looking inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Buccaneers 21.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Brian.
Going again is Baker. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him off again. And the Lions capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
First and 10.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.